God, it feels like an absolute age since we looked at James Bond. This is personally one of my favourites. This is 007 Bloodstone. For the Xbox 360, the PS3 and the PC. I believe I own this on 360 and PC. Developed by Bizarre Creations, much missed UK, mainly driving game studio. Well known for Project Gotham Racing, Metropolis Street Racer for the Dreamcast. The last couple of things they did, so they did this, and they did Blur. Oh, also they did Geometry Wars. Probably should mention that one. But yeah, I remember playing this back in the day when it came out. I thought it was really quite good. Reviews disagreed. Which is a bit of a shame, but I can sort of see what they're getting at. So, Bizarre Creations and shooters, other than like twin stick shooters, don't have the greatest of history. They made The Club, which was another game that I quite enjoyed, and the rest of the world seemed to not. But this is better than The Club. And I think compared to the sort of games that Eurocom would end up creating, like GoldenEye Reloaded, and we'll see what 007 Legends ends up being like, but compared to those sorts of games, I thought this was really quite good. Essentially a B-tier Uncharted style thing.
The plan is for the attack to coincide with the moment they take the group photograph.
I can't much care what your sources tell you, Em. We've checked Greco out. He is an international businessman here on vacation.
His business, sir, is international arms trading. He'd like to see all the heads of state, all the members of the G20, wiped out in one fell swoop.
Is that what your sources are telling you? Or is it your female intuition?
I'll thank you to keep my intuition out of this, General. I want you to cancel the photo op now.
Impossible. You have to have some faith, some trust in my ability to protect them.
You can keep your faith. I put my trust in Bond.
Here we go.
I'm in position.
Good luck, 007.
Keep watch on the harbor. Report any suspicious
Yeah, so we're immediate like third-person shooter, cover-based, Gears of War style.
Tanner at Q Branch. Hostile radio chatter shows your landing has gone undetected. Blueprints show Greco's quarters are located on the lower deck. Find him and stop the attack on the G20.
So yeah, there's not a great deal of stealth going on here. I think there is some stealth later on in the game, but it does kind of feel like it focuses on being a shooter in a driving game. Yeah, you compare this to like Quantum of Solace game, and I know Quantum of Solace was essentially just Call of Duty. This feels more like a bespoke game, and I know it's aping a lot of games that were popular at the time. Again, Uncharted, Gears of War. But in the grand scheme of things,
Come on, there's nothing up there. We just need to wait for Greco's
it's
word
pretty good.
and get the job done.
Where are our escorts? They should have been here by now.
There's some kind of problem. I think they're meeting us on the way. I heard Greco on the phone with them.
They don't show up. We can't do this alone.
Don't worry, Greco will take care of it. In the meantime, I want to get back to the news. Make sure everything else is still on track. Are you getting...
Alright, I think I got away with that.
There has been much criticism of the heavy-handed tactics employed by the Hellenic Police Service in the weeks leading up to today's event.
Where's my helicopter? Where?
Who the hell are you?
Throw his phone at me.
attack, Greco. It's over. 1 man against 40. I don't think so. Guards! Deal with him!
There's a lot of snap in the auto aim. Alright, let's climb this ladder.
You! Stop him! Stop the helicopter! Get to the boats!
So the reason I mentioned Uncharted is because this game is quite big on set pieces. I don't think it necessarily plays like Uncharted.
Give me that!
Very similar, but
No! The bigger one!
it's big around kind of big action set pieces, which is kind of where the modern day James Bond films went. I also think it's worth noting that this was... It sits in the realm of kind of the EA Bond games that were quite good, in which they had original storylines.
He's still alive! Kill him!
And that's a big weakness, especially of some of the stuff that Eurocom did. I think it's Eurocom, I'll probably check that. But yeah, the latter Activision stuff focused on... You know, Quantum of Solace was both Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. You had... oh god. GoldenEye, again, was like a retelling of the GoldenEye movie, sort of. And 007 Legends, well, we'll get to that. But again, rather than using the character and doing something original with it, there's an over-reliance with kind of just going with the easy, let's just retell the stories that have already existed. Which, if you do it well, is fine, but, you know, most of those movies are not about, you know, thousands of people getting killed. So you end up having to make these really extended, tedious shootout sequences where they don't fit in the film. Whereas if you build an original story, you can do whatever the hell you want. Explosion. It does have my least favourite thing in all video games, though. A skip button over the entire cutscene. Have some confidence, developers. For the love of God.
Enough time. Get moving!
Well, the ability to pause a cutscene.
Over there! Dan, stay behind and stop him. We are pushing up in the Acropolis.
And we're back into shooting again. So there is some other kind of wrinkles to the gameplay. You do get a phone eventually that I remember you looking at quite a lot in the process of the game. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I keep going to like hold A like you would in Gears of War. Oh. that grenade? There he is. Which door are we slamming down? Be that one, isn't it? That's cool. So you just hold down the left bumper and kind of get 3 in one go. It's all gone quiet. There we go.
Where's the bomb, Greco? Last chance. Where is it? You're too late.
And we get to a driving sequence.
Em, how much time do we have?
As you expect, the driving sequences handle very well because Bizarre Creations know how to make a car handle. I mean, Christ, Project Gotham Racing was one of the better arcade races at a time when arcade races were just about to die. Or, you know, it was nothing but Need for Speed. This was after Burnout Paradise, so Burnout Paradise had already killed the Burnout series. I know it was EA that killed the Burnout series, but still makes me sad.
That's it, Bond. You're gaining on.
It just reminds me of those EA games. Like, it's got a real kind of nostalgic quality to it. Sort of Everything or Nothing and From Russia with Love era. Oh, that guy's still holding the steering wheel.
Fireworks? Did you know there were going to be fireworks?
Honestly? Yes.
How did you know?
Quite honestly? Intuition.
Title card?
Nice to see you, 007. I was worried that you wouldn't make it in time.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Well done.
Thank you.
May I get you something to drink?
Yes, I'll have a bourbon, neat.
And what can I provide for the gentleman?
I'll have...
You'll have a vodka martini.
Here we go. Oh yeah, this has got an original bloody theme tune, hasn't it? Which is weird. So yeah, it's kind of bizarre that they made this game. Ha, bizarre. Ha. Oh, jokes. But it is like they made a video game version of a movie that doesn't exist.
Bond here.
Good morning, 007. I know we promised you a week's holiday after Athens, but we have a situation developing that requires immediate attention. Are you free to speak?
Yes, I can talk. I'm in a hotel. I should be online in a moment.
There you are. How much?
What if it's a Sony laptop?
Midhurst Laboratories.
Biotech firm, publicly traded, City of London, military contractor.
But not just any military contractor. 2 years ago, Midhurst Laboratories signed a contract for some mission-critical biotechnology for our defense forces. That's so secret, I'm loath to discuss it even on this link.
I understand.
Good. Last week, one of their senior researchers, Malcolm Tedworth, went missing from his yacht in the English Channel. At first, the Royal Navy presumed he was dead. His boat was discovered capsized after a squall off the coast. But this morning, we received a tip that he's alive and about to sell that research to a buyer in Istanbul.
How reliable is the information?
Doubtful. An anonymous caller from a cell phone purchased at a convenience store in Madrid. The phone went dead. But soon after, the US Echelon system picked up another cell phone transmission near a construction site in downtown Istanbul, using the keywords researcher, bioweapons, and password.
It might be a trap. A setup. Any chance that it's the researcher himself? Pang of conscience, second thoughts about selling out the UK?
That's why the helicopter is landing outside your hotel. There'll be a jet waiting at the airport. And when you arrive in Istanbul, do whatever you have to, by any means necessary, to find out who's behind this. And make sure that research doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
This includes killing 400 to 500 people, which is almost certainly what is going to happen. Yes, this game has got multiplayer. It's weird going back and looking at it now. It's just, you know, they put Bizarre Creations on this, and Bizarre Creations were a hell of a developer. Yeah, people don't like the club, but I kind of stand by the fact that I don't think Bizarre Creations made a bad game. Nice. Nice sweater and shirt combination.
Cell phone that the Echelon system found and tracked it to the opening of an ancient catacomb beneath this construction site. We lost the signal when it went below ground, but you may be able to pick it up again once you get into the catacombs. Q branch, end transmission.
So here we go. Here's where we're going to start using our phone.
You! Stop! Where do you think you're going? Dr. Bond.
British Museum. Architectural Heritage Foundation. Here to study your preservation efforts.
Nah.
You can call the Turkish Ministry of Culture.
I don't care. Nobody goes down there. Without a hard hat.
Of course. Safety first.
This construction site marks the point we lost Tedworth's signal. We need to find out if he's still friendly or working with our enemies. Use your smartphone to search for evidence.
Here we go. This is Batman Vision, right? That's a big laptop.
Hard drive. I'll pass it on to our analysts.
You cloned an entire hard drive in 2 seconds. Like bollocks, did you? That's... Oh, I don't like this game anymore. It's highly unrealistic.
The foreman is ready to meet you. Please wait for him in the far cabin. Come this way.
What, you mean you don't like me just cloning hard drives left, right and center?
This way, Dr. Bond.
Oh, look, another laptop. Another giant laptop.
He's trapped! Now! Quick! Dump him in the pit!
Let's just jump.
intruder has been dealt with. Solomon, take care of the body.
Copy. Just getting started with the other one now.
Be quick about it. We need more time with that.
Please push him off. Oh, boo.
The generator in area 2 is down. Someone check it out. I'm there now. Just setting it up. It should be back online in a second. Copy. Don't let it go off again.
What was that?
A ghost.
Perform sweep of your area. Check in if you find anything suspicious. Mission is nearly complete. Maintain patrol.
Is someone there?
Is someone there? No, he got dragged through that window by himself. Oh, they're gonna see the body now, aren't they? Shit. Have I got any silenced weapons? Yes, I do. Alright, let's take this prick out. He's down. Oh, big explosive I missed. Oh, it spotted me that time. Right, let's use the explosive then. That was fun. Yeah, I figured it out, thank you. Shootable objects will appear on your smartphone. Why did you point me at that? Oh, I wonder. Okay, that didn't look very good.
Tanner, I'm headed for the catacombs.
Hey, give me a hand over here. What? What do you want? I need help with this guy. The boss wants to make him untraceable.
Untraceable?
Yeah, he doesn't want him being identified after we leave. No fingerprints.
It's all yours. I'm not here.
Uh-oh. Oh well. That's that problem dealt with.
We've secured the perimeter around the catacombs. The final access tunnel is blocked off. Continuing patrols. Out. Right. Go make a sweep of the tunnels. I'll keep watch here.
Yes, sir.
Where do you think you're going, buddy? That wasn't very stealthy. Although nobody appears to have noticed. Let's run around. Why not? I thought he was going to get back up again then.
I've had enough of that scientist.
The Englishman.
Yeah, he's still not talking to the boss. I'm tired of being stuck in these tunnels.
It shouldn't be too long now.
Good. Sooner the better.
Okay, so the stealth AI. Oh shit. Oh well.
What was that? Possible code red.
Possible code red. You just hang out there. There we go. Oh, what's that? That's just more explodable stuff, isn't it? Or can I actually turn that on? Dramatic cutscene.
Someone's in the signal room. Get down the hall and take him out.
What? Luckily, I've got some explosives. Shootable. Yeah, right. Cool. Oh, I was going to try and shoot the barrels, but the auto aim kicked in. Oh, he was too far away. Alright, where's this other fellow? There he is. Oh shit, there's guys in here. Right, let's run up and punch him. Okay, you can't take a lot of bullets, which is probably fair enough. There we go. Okay. Ah, good. This handy ramp. That's where I need to go next.
Tanner, I'm in the catacombs. See if you can patch me into Tedworth's signal.
Got it. Bring up your phone and it will give you Tedworth's position. Should lead you right to him.
Well, he puts his phone straight away. He's 246 meters away. Alright, that's pretty impressive looking. Look at that! That's some Dead Space-esque stuff. Okay, we're in automated cutscene land. Press Y not to die sort of scenarios. Soundtrack's pretty good as well. In terms of evoking kind of modern day Bond.
Structure's holding. Some rubble has come down, but otherwise it's dead in here.
Any sign of the body?
Nothing I can see. But I wouldn't expect there to be much left of him.
Understood. Stay
What?
and keep watch.
Ooh, something to scan. This really reminds me of Uncharted 1. There's a sequence very similar to this in terms of like a watery kind of cave. I mean, again, it's not a bad thing. You could pick a lot worse games to steal from. Who's shooting at me? From where? This is one of those licensed video game episodes where I worry that I'm just going to spend the rest of my day playing through the entirety of this, because it's kind of awesome. Like I say, I remember really enjoying it. Of the kind of Bond games, it's probably the one I've had most fun with. Quantum of Solace, I've played through like 3 or 4 times. I think that's pretty damn decent. I think part of that is because it's just Call of Duty.
You're wasting your time. I'm not gonna tell him anything. We'll see about that. Now move!
Come on, come say hello. Blah. Oh. Oh no. Oh. That's the guy I'm supposed to be helping, right? B?
Who are you? Who did this to you?
Bernin.
Bernie in?
Bernin.
Oh.
He wanted my research. My formulas. For bioweapons.
We've got to get you out of here.
I'll never make it. The only way is to climb out. But it's not too late.
Oh, I could shoot him.
Still save.
No. I could put my gun up towards him, but I can't shoot him. Alright, let's kick this door down. Oh, bollocks. So is it trying to lead me... up here? Is that where I need to go? There we go. Shimmy until there is room. So yeah, the platforming kind of feels very automated.
Walk, damn you! I said walk! Bernin is a skilled man. He can squeeze blood from a stone with his bare hands. You don't scare me. I'm just giving you some friendly advice. Walk.
Okay, how do I get around that? Can I vault over it? Oh, I can. Have to hit it at the right angle.
Come in, Bravo. Bravo, do you read? Over.
Still nothing from topside or the tunnel patrols.
Yeah, it looks like the cells have gone quiet.
Stop chatting.
Rock disrupting comms.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Well, if anyone is still down here, they're not getting out through here. Is everyone in position?
Everyone. At least we've got the high ground if we need it.
Alright, one of you wander off. Please. Oh, that didn't kill him. That sure exploded. Oop, that's bad aiming. Right, there he is. I can see him. Can't shoot him through the floor. Grenade launcher? Yeah, right. We have a man down. Yeah, he got shot with a grenade launcher, unfortunately. I mean, what else can I say about this? Like, it feels good to play. It sounds great. It looks pretty good. I mean, visually, it's not incredible. And there are elements that show that it's probably not the highest budget game in the world, but I actually think the presentation is really good. Whoa.
Tanner, what do we have on a man named Burnin?
Hold on, I'm doing a search. Here it is. Burnin, low-level gangster, a middleman. If he's got Tedworth's research, he probably won't be holding on to it for long.
What is the password for the USB drive?
I don't think the cutscenes look particularly great either.
Stop! Stop! I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Kill him! Let's get out of here! Let's go! I'm late for the handoff. He's here! Let's move!
Another Aston Martin. An old school one this time.
On to MI6. Tedworth's dead. Burnin's on the move. Do you have him on satellite?
Confirmed 007. We're tracking him. Let us
Stupid
know.
taxi, get out of the way.
Will do.
It's kind of ironic because I know Bizarre Creations best known for their car games, but the handling in this is definitely better than like a game that was centered solely around driving, like 007 Racing. Like this is clearly this is their pedigree, and the shooting feels good. I think the combination of the two actually helps. I think it helps break up the gameplay, because I think 4.5 hours, 5 hours of just nothing but third-person cover shooting would have been boring as hell. I do remember these sequences not being perfect. I remember having to redo quite a few of them, just because the scripting is quite aggressive on them. But they sure are cinematic.
Going for the docks, 007. Stay with him. We can't lose those documents.
Ah, get him away. Alright, here we go. That guy just run into the sea. Ah. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm not sure that driving physics don't work like that, but I'll let it off. I can't remember where the checkpoint is on this. Okay, that's not too bad.
He's pulled a U-turn in the tunnel. Where's he heading?
He seems to be going for the docks, 007. Stay with him. We can't lose those documents.
Well, this soundtrack is proper full-on Bond stuff, innit? That's better. Where are you going, Burning?
He's left the dock area, Tanner. Can you see where he's going?
He's heading east, 007. Due east.
Please stop blocking me in. Whoa. And now I think is going to be 007 Bloodstone, because I can't believe I've been playing that for like 45 minutes. Oh, it's good. It's real good. I'm sure people will kind of dislike it for being kind of a Me Too shooter and not being particularly ambitious, but I think for Bizarre Creations it probably is. And a real shame that a studio that could put out a game of this quality can 6 months later be shut down. It just might not have even been that long, actually. I can't remember. November 2010 and then February 2011, so it was actually 3 months after.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, it's just madness. But no, really good. And somehow I think 007 Legends is not going to live up to this legacy. just a hunch.